Alright. Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? I myself am doing rather well, although I do find myself disgusted now, but not surprised at what these people are doing. So recently, two deputies got shot. There's a video going around Twitter right now where this guy just gets off the bus, walks up to the police car, and starts firing into it. And now we have people outside of their hospital protesting them and saying that they hope they die. And it's just absolutely disgraceful behavior. And even even if all the things that these people believe about cops were true, this does not justify what they are doing, going out in front of the hospital, blocking the traffic like usual, and just causing a scene over something that uh, they're just like feeling proud of, just this random assault and attack on these people. And it's just crazy what they think they can get away with, what they justify in their heads when it comes to someone on that they believe is an enemy, that they stop believing people are human just for holding certain opinions or for just wearing a certain uniform. It's just disgraceful and disgusting. I'm gonna keep repeating those words throughout this video because it's just absolutely insane. Well, the level of insanity within these people's heads. With all of that said, we can get straight into the article for the day. I hope they fucking die. So right off of the bat, they put the most outrageous comment up in front. This is reported by the Daily Mail. Disgusting scenes outside LA hospital as protesters taunt cops about two young country sheriffs fighting for their lives after being shot in a patrol car ambush. While Trump demands gunman is caught and put to death. Now, there's a caveat to that they clarify. He wants them dead if the two cops die. California, I don't believe, is a death penalty state. At the very least, it doesn't happen very often in California that I know of. The two deputies, a male and female officer with the Transit Service Bureau, were shot multiple times. A male suspect opened fire after jumping off a bus at the Metro Blue Line station in Compton on Saturday. And see how they already forgot that this male was also black? You can see it very clearly in the video that he's a black man. A video released by the sheriff's department shows the suspect walking up to the car and opening fire. President Trump labeled the gunman an animal because why wouldn't you? What type of person just walks up to a police car and feels that it's justified to start opening fire into that police vehicle? Who deserves the death penalty if the officers die? Shameful footage said to have been taken outside of the St. Francis Medical Center in Linwood on Saturday night shows as one protester yells, "I want to deliver a message to the family of the pigs. I hope they fucking die." It's just so maddening that they think this way, that you can stop viewing someone else like this. Someone is deserving of death just because of their profession, because of the uniform they wear. Sometimes just for opinions, for a different opinion than you suddenly think that they deserve to be shot at and not have any right to defend themselves either. A lot of people are arguing right now that the protesters should be just left alone and left to do their damage and harm people. Protesters have blocked the entrance to the hospital where two Los Angeles sheriff deputies ambushed in a shooting Saturday are fighting for their lives, chanting, "We hope they fucking die." The officers, one, the 30-year-old mother of a 6-year-old boy, were shot at the Metro Blue Line station at Wilbrook Avenue and Oak Street in Compton by a male suspect who then fled the scene. Donald Trump on Sunday said the man who opened fire should face a fast trial death penalty if the deputies do die. He earlier called the shooter an animal who needed to be hit hard as the FBI was called to help in the investigation. Because the biggest reason these people think they can do this is because they think that they can get away with it. And we've got to show them that this is not something that they can get away with. It's got to be shown that you will receive punishment for these vile acts, and that you won't just be left off onto the street once you get caught, as so many cases have happened recently, where the DAs just for the night hold over these rioters and do nothing with them. The president tweeted, "If they die, fast trial death penalty for the killer. Only way to stop this." He has rewarded his son Donald Jr., who shared the footage, writing, "Please pray for these two deputy sheriffs. Their lives matter. Blue lives matter." And they do, because all lives matter. Each life matters, and it doesn't matter that you have a differing opinion from someone. It does not justify whatever you do to them physically. You guys can have disagreements and get along. Joe Biden said, "This cold-blooded shooting is unconscionable, and the perpetrator must be brought to justice." So finally he talks against violence because they know it's hurting their poll numbers. Violence of any kind is wrong. Those who commit it should be caught and punished. Jill and I are keeping the deputies and their loved ones in our hearts and praying for a full recovery. But he doesn't say anything about actually doing anything like he always does to actually get some justice done. He's just thoughts and prayers all the way, while Trump is actually saying something should be done. Shameful footage said to have been taken outside St. Francis Medical Center in Linwood on Saturday night showed as one protester yells, "I want to deliver a message." We already read that. Don't like having those words come out of my mouth. The protesters have been connected to the Black Lives Matter movement on Twitter, but that has not been officially confirmed, but it's obviously they do. It's been obvious. It's this Twitter movement that's damaged billions of dollars of private property. Of course, it's just a Twitter movement. There's no physical ramifications that we've seen for the last, 110, 120 days? Another demonstrator tells police, "Y'all gonna die one by one. This ain't gonna stop." Why? Another on Sunday, the LA County Sheriff official office tweeted to the protesters blocking the entrance and exit of the hospital emergency room, yelling, "We hope they die," referring to LA Sheriff's ambush today in Compton. "Do not block emergency entries and exits to the hospital. People's lives are at stakes when ambulances can't get through." And why wouldn't they think that? Why would they think that it's just okay to put other people's lives in danger for something so crazy? Oh man. One local faith leader told KABC they were saying death to the police and kill the police, and these are sheriffs, but the message is still the same. They were using all types of curse words and derogatory terms. Unacceptable behavior, because a hospital should be a sanctuary. Because people are just trying to get treatment for things that ail them, and now even hospitals can get politicized and be protested. And really, protesting a hospital is, and especially the way these people protest, should not be allowed. A radio reporter who was near the protest scene was taken into custody. KABC TV reported. The sheriff's department later tweeted that the reporter interfered with the arrest of a male protester. Because why would you? Police later added, after deputies issued a dispersal order for the unlawful assembly of a group of protesters blocking the hospital emergency entrance and exits, a male adult protester refused to comply and cooperated. And I'm glad that they were able to smack him down in some way, shape, or form, because a lot of these people think that they can get away with this stuff because, again, they are not receiving proper punishment. During his arrest, a struggle ensued, at which time a female adult ran towards the deputies, ignored repeated commands to stay back as they struggled with the male, and interfered with the arrest. The female adult who was later identified as member of the press did not identify herself as press and later admitted she did not have proper press credentials on her person. Both individuals have been arrested for 148 PC. And they wonder why right-wing conservatives are getting ready for a battle, who are trying to take the fight to the opposite side. But I also understand that that's not the way it should be done. And this is still just starting to roll into more dangerous things. If people now feel emboldened to actually shoot at the police, because they've done things before. They've thrown bricks at them, they've tried to throw Molotovs at them, just these insane things that should have been put a stop to, and now they feel emboldened to actually take shots at the police. And if they don't respond in kind, it's only going to get worse. How long before they start using homemade explosives on the police? How far away are we actually from that? Especially when they think that they can get away with shooting at them, that they can get away with protesting in front of a hospital and blocking the entrances. That about does it for me. I can't with these people. Thank you all for watching. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment. Possibly even subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, I hope you guys take care.